Welcome back again. So I have to tell you, I recently got to teach a class and like a whole week of a college level class. I had to teach them about the 70s, and I did so much research and I tried really hard to teach them on a college level. I've never been allowed to teach anything over seventh grade. And let me say, I learned a lot. I apparently didn't do a great job. I didn't ask because I never want to force someone to lie to me. So I don't ask how I did on things. But she has not said anything positive, so I'm going to assume you can do a great job. I enjoyed it, but honestly, I got to a point where I was like, I can't. I was so nervous. First of all, I was so nervous. I stood at the back of the class. They didn't look at me because they looked forward and looked at the display. Oh, what is that? A slideshow in front of the room. And I just kind of told them what I knew. I had notes. I tried to follow the notes. There were days where went through Watergate. Oh my God. I studied and studied and studied up on Watergate. And I came up with and I had when I practiced it, I was so good and I was so interesting. And then when I got in the class, I totally messed up and skipped half what I was supposed to teach them and just got so nervous. So I have the heart of a teacher. I still don't want their job. I don't want to have to teach them certain things. I want to teach what I am interested in. And honestly, I am glad I know about the Watergate stuff, but it's not anything I would have ever chosen to look into myself. So, okay, so this time I'm talking about a really short bill. It's HR 1364. This one, I love this bill. I love any bill that has to do with veterans. It was introduced by Tom Barrett, who's a Republican out of Michigan. And essentially, what it does is in the VA's definition of medical services that are covered, they've added automobile adaptations. So, all the different things that you would have to do to an automobile so that somebody who's disabled can drive it. Because there's a lot of different adaptations that can be made based on what their disability is. If they're missing legs or they're missing arms, or, there's a lot of different ways that you can fix or adapt a vehicle. And they've included that in the definition of medical services. So I really like that. It is a bipartisan bill, so it should probably go through pretty fast. I'd love to hear about your opinions, your thoughts on these topics. Um, I just love to hear from all of you. If you have any comments, please, and please like, share, subscribe, um, and then I will see you later. Thanks.